Hey guys, I want to talk about a couple of things. Been watching videos, been hearing people's opinions about GameStop, about the institutional ownership, about what MOAS is, and what's happening with the stock. Okay, check this out. We're already in a sideways trend. I get that, and I'm happy with it. I want to go sideways for another 3 years so I can accumulate as many shares as I can. There are some people out here that make videos. I get it. You guys want me to watch like a Richard Newton video. The guy brainstorms and thinks about the fact that Ryan Cohen, this was said by him, Ryan Cohen has colluded with the short sellers and that he offered shares. You know, I've seen Richard Newton be critical of Ryan Cohen, question him, ask him for more transparency, all the above, just not willing to sit down and shut up and just own something, right? Just ride with the man, ride it out. Because that's what you do. Go look at Berkshire Hathaway, whatever it may be. I said it months ago, years ago. I said I'll never sell my shares, and people didn't understand my mindset. But I'm just building wealth, and this is where I choose to park my money at GameStop. Other people park their money like in Apple, Amazon, Nvidia, whatever, and then they sell off, and then they have to go park it somewhere else new. And maybe we'll be the final destination for a lot of people. But Richard Newton, if you want to cut your hair, go cut your hair, bro. I know you're saying, well, MOAS is not a possibility. Okay, then good. You say it however you want to say it. For me, my MOAS is totally different than yours. Mine is GameStop announcing a dividend. Mine is GameStop getting to the S&P 500. Those are real things that will happen, and the plumbing of the markets will allow that to happen. But what you said is unbelievable, to accuse Ryan Cohen of colluding. To even think like this, it's crazy to me, but I'll say it a whole nother way for you. Everyone out there is chasing the rabbit right now, saying, well, where are the shares? You know, GameStop offered 120 million shares. Where are they? Institutional ownership does not have to announce that they bought shares until their quarterlies are finished, unless they bought a position 5% or more. Well, there's an expanding float, so 5% or more was not bought by any one institution, right? So as you see it, but they could buy 4.5, 4.9. That's a lot of times that's what people do. They buy 4.9 just to hide underneath the threshold. Well, I know 4 million shares went to Roaring Kitty. There's a buy that we can talk about. So maybe you're looking for 116 million shares, and then we'll go from there. But I know I bought shares, and other people bought shares, but I'm not worried about where the shares are. All I'm worried about is the balance sheet. I'm worried about the income statement. I'm worried about the company. But I don't have to pinpoint them and theorize what they're not doing versus what they are doing. In the words of Roaring Kitty, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. So before you think that GameStop has no idea what they're doing or that they're not announcing what they're doing something. They're in the background doing something, because doing nothing is something at this point. I hope you understand that, guys. I'd rather sit on my money, let it all fall down, and see where the cards fall, and then see what we can buy at the bottom. Because Roaring Kitty is one guy, right? Investing and figuring out the markets, and everybody wants to be him, the day trader, all that. You guys can want to be Roaring Kitty. You guys can go out there and find out just how much money it costs to learn how to do what he's doing. He's a damn genius. But so is Ryan Cohen. And Ryan Cohen, who is RC Ventures, is GameStop. Just remember that. You know, when you think of Berkshire Hathaway, you're like, well, that's Warren Buffett. Think about that too. RC Ventures is GameStop. GameStop is RC Ventures. They go hand in hand. They're the same person. And they are geniuses. I'll tell you why. Because they have $4 billion. And they're going to spend it when this market crumbles, when it's the best time to buy. They can sit on it. They can do that because investors like myself are patient. So exercise some patience and understand where you're at right now with your investment. You're in a good space, but get in a good headspace. This is more important than this. Okay? Your head and your heart, yes, very important. But how you feel and what you're scared of, I don't have time for it. I just don't. And beyond that, guys, the last part about this, Warren Buffett cashed out so he can buy the dip. You have people like, I would tell you, Intel, where they're sitting on cash. There's a lot of great companies out there sitting on cash, and they're waiting for this moment. I hope you're ready for it. But ignore all the bullshit, because that's what I'm doing. I ignore it all. I just come here, I work every day, I buy what I can, and I get back at it. I'll see you guys around, millionaires. Don't get caught up in the hype. Don't. It's a long run, and I'll be here for it. Peace.